Christmas movie. "That's how assimilation starts," their father would say, as if there were a slippery chute from It's a Wonderful Life straight to accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Yet the Greenbrier was also somehow related to the other part of their mother's life, the part she didn't talk about. The part about her mother and her other brother, Alan. About what had happened to them. There was an incident with a car. Her mother and Alan had died, and it had been terribly sad. That's all Jordan's mother would say. A terribly sad incident. Everything Jordan knew was gleaned from snatches of conversation overheard late at night when Uncle Pete was in town. He couldn't leave it alone. All that blood. Their mother wouldn't tell them more. If Jessica pressed, Mom would sigh and turn away and let her eyes fill with tears. Jordan never pressed. He hated to be the one who made his mother cry. But he did imagine. He pictured long, snouty, sinister cars full of anti-Semites, of course. As a child, he misheard the word, ant-y-Semites, and imagined enormous ants with shiny, dark, carapace-like armor. Now a stranger was offering information about this black hole at the center of his childhood. Not only that, but the stranger was offering him a story. Maybe a big story. Jordan might not have the right pants or the right shoes, but he knew how to follow a lead as well as any of the A1 guys. Maybe this would be his chance. Chapter 2. Dory. White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, December 1958. When people heard she was from West Virginia and raised their eyebrows a little, a look that said they were thinking of tar paper shacks and toothless snake handlers and black lung, Dory wished she could walk them through the Greenbrier Resort in the winter of 1958. In fact, she had an exact date in mind, December 13th, the day of the employees' Christmas party. The resort gleamed like a cruise ship on the horizon, the acres of lawns as pampered as a starlet's hair, the fleet of bottle green Rolls Royces, the dining room so big, waiters used to ride horses through it, the Swiss chefs who flambéed crêpes Suzette tableside, just like in Monte Carlo, the crisp G stamped in the fresh white sand of every ashtray, the massive brass lobby doors swinging open and welcoming her inside. Dory and her younger brothers, Alan and Pete, walked west along White Sulphur Springs' stunted Main Street, stopping at the corner of Surber Road to meet Patty and Tommy Curry. Pete and Tommy raced ahead, kicking stones with the toes of their dress shoes. Alan, as usual, trailed behind. "I love that coat," Patty said, reaching out to pet the shoulder of Dory's new tartan cape coat. "Did your mom do that?" Dory nodded. "I like your new hat. It's going to squash my hair, though," Patty said. Arms linked, they crossed the invisible line dividing town from resort and came to the entrance gate, where the younger boys were waiting, leaning against the brick. The driveway was flanked by tall white pillars topped with Grecian urns. From each pillar hung a wrought iron lantern, and beneath the lantern, in curling script, the words, "The Greenbrier." Normally, when Dory and other townies visited the Greenbrier, they'd cut across the bridge over Howard's Creek and come in the lower north entrance. But not today. "We get to go in the big entrance today," called Pete. "Like the Duke of York." "Duke of Windsor," muttered Alan. On they walked, past the guardhouse, waving to Mr. Sammy in his forest green suit and cap. They passed the South Carolina cottages on their right, with their identical American flags hanging stiffly in the cold air. The younger boys picked up sticks on the hillside and began sword fighting. Then they turned the bend in the drive, and even Pete and Tommy stopped messing around for a minute, because there it was, at the head of the oval lawn, seeming to glow in the pinkening dusk. The resort. It was a palace as large and white and splendid as anything in their history books, standing tall on a gentle rise in the valley floor, the dark ridgeline of the Alleghenies its backdrop. Hundreds of windows, the resort had more than 700 guest rooms, Alan had told her, seemed to twinkle like stars. Front and center.